Okay guys, there's 3 hours gone. You've got 3 hours to go. We're exactly halfway.
How you doing there, mate?
Not too bad.
It looks kind of like you're trying to make some focaccia or something.
Well, I kind of just thought, like, rather than just like doubling it at the top and working it through, I just thought I just maybe get it all around lightly and then roll.
To be perfectly honest, drop the spoon.
Right.
Use the little PME tool. Dip this end in. Take your colouring out, put it on. And what you're doing with the spoon and
Just making mess, right?
Yeah, and it's taking you way too long. You're also getting it on your gloves, so it's going to make your bench dirty.
Yep.
So yep, start rolling it, start kneading it. Yeah, that's the way. And now stop, take that off, clean your whole bench, start again, okay?
Cool. Awesome.
Crack on, mate. You really got a pull finger.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, don't use that tea towel, it's been on the floor.
The hardest part of the challenge, I think, was managing colour. Just any direction, too much of that, not enough of that, it just goes wrong. Gotta get that tomato red. This is incredibly hard. There's still so much to do.
Right, guys, you have to work faster. I can't say it enough. My junior pastry chefs move at a quicker pace. You should by now be making your frosting and starting on carving your cakes.
I realised after a while that you could probably be a little bit more liberal with colour. So the time it took to slowly do a little bit needed, it just took too much time. You kind of had to be a little bit more instinctive about the colour of how much you needed. Looks pretty good to me.
And just looking out there, they just seem behind in time. I mean, you want them to be putting the frosting on now. Nobody's even close to frosting. You know, we've got some really different colours going on. Some of them are looking like they're tiring a bit, getting some sore arms.
That's really what's catching them out, is the actual physicality of the job.
So we've got Anna under control, Charlene looks under control.
Yep. I'd have to say Tony, Dave and Brenton are probably the three that I'm most concerned for at the moment.
Bottom line, 2.5 hours to go. Do you think it can be done? Are we going to get them over the line?
I'm on the fence at the moment.
I'm onto my last colouring fondant so I can get onto my frosting.
Oh my God. I've spent a good hour and a half to 2 hours just getting all the fondant colours right. Because the trick is you can add little, and then if it's not right, then you add a little bit more. But what you can't do is add too much colouring, because if you put too much, you can't take the colours out. You're doomed.
Okay guys, listen up. If you are still on your fondant, you will not finish. We're not joking, you will not finish. Now start moving.
Just got one to go, the beetroot, and it might have to be a funny colour because I'm out of time. Josh just said that if you're still on your fondant, you won't finish, so that's a bit scary. Okay, that'll do. It's not the right colour, but I don't care anymore.
I got 1 more minute and then I'm straight onto my frosting. I was a bit distracted and I dropped my bit of yellow, and now I don't have enough. And that's why I saved an extra piece just in case. Times like these.
The next process after the frosting was shaping our cakes. Last week I was in the bottom 2, and I'm just going to make sure I'm not going there again, you know. So today I'm working really hard. I'm super focused and I want to win the challenge.
4 perfect cakes would have been so much easier, but unfortunately I don't have that. So it's a matter of work with what I've got and make it as good as I can.
It seems to me there's a few desperate faces out there.
Oh, I'm stressed for them. I think all of the time wasting that they did in colouring the fondant has been really starting to catch up on them now. I'm just more than worried that they should all be well and truly into fondanting their cakes now.
And they're not hungry.
No. Again, Charlene and Anna are kind of the two that are really chipping away.
There's only an hour and 15 to go. Now, I mean, that's getting down to the wire in cake terms for a cake like this, right?
Well, especially when you have to make their milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys, that is 5 hours gone. You've got 1 hour to go, just 1 hour left. The pantry is waiting, guys. If you don't get a milkshake up, you might as well book your ticket home.
Anna, how you doing?
Well, I think I'm going okay.
You are, you're doing great job.
I'm really enjoying it.
That might be one of the largest pieces of beetroot I've ever seen in a burger, but it looks pretty awesome,
That's a
okay?
fat
So
one.
you keep going.
Okay.
I've taken a bit of time to restructure my plan. There's going to be a few more tomatoes in mine just to boost up the middle, get an extra stabiliser.
How you doing, Matt?
Yeah.
Getting there. These are additional tomatoes, are
Additional
they?
tomatoes, yeah.
Okay, they look like the smallest tomatoes I've ever seen. Are they sun-dried tomatoes?
Sun-dried tomatoes, yeah, we'll go with that, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You've got 7 more things to frost, so you've really got to focus and get it done, okay?
Yeah.
Work fast.
Just under an hour to go. Stressing? Stressing, definitely stressing. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this finished. It's just a mission of a challenge, to be honest.
Do you have shares in the corn flour mill? There is so much corn flour on this bench. That's probably why everything's taking you so long. So what you got to do is you got to wipe everything down. You got to work clean, man. You're putting far too much invention, and it's going to dry out your fondant. And it's going to make you work really slow, okay?
Yes, chef.
Yep, just get it done. I want to see you finish.
Cool.
Right, guys, I cannot stress enough, and I feel like the cake Nazi here, but you really need to keep pushing. You've got 50 minutes to go.
In the last 45 minutes, I was really getting to the end of my fortitude, both in terms of physical, being able to stand there and continue working, and mental. I just thought, that at the speed I'm going, I'm just not going to get this done. I think I'm going to go home.
Dave, how you doing?
Not cope.
You can do it, man. You just got to focus.
Yeah.
Okay? What you're doing is you're working in a dirty bench, right? So you got to pick it up, you got to pick your fondant up, right? You got to lift it, turn it, move it, right? And then once it's there, wipe everything down. Now get it really dry. Okay? Yep. Cool. Now keep working with it. Right, you don't need all of that as well. You just need half of that. You just need to get some decoration on there, okay? You can do it.
Thanks, mate.
You've been behind all day, but I know you can do it. Just focus, all right?
Okay, cool, mate. Thanks. I can't give up. No one wants to quit it. All I can do is stay focused and just try and get it done.
There's 15 minutes to go, guys. Just 15 minutes left.
Wow, it's colossal.
About just under 15 minutes, my burger's done.
Righty-ho.
I walk into the pantry and of course they've got all these other little goodies, you know, and I'm just like, stick to what you said you were gonna do.
I'm gonna make a banana caramel. I don't have time to do anything fancy, so that's why I'm just going with this.
My top bun was smaller than it should have been, which is really annoying because it's the top of the whole thing and it's the first thing they're going to look at, and it's kind of a bit of a pinhead burger.
There's 10 minutes left on the clock. Burger's done. I'm not laying another finger on the burger. I get all the bits I need. I walked out of there and forgot the milkshake glass. So I turn around.
Yeah.
And one of the floor referees says, "Hey, Tony, no. 1 foot out of the pantry constitutes you're out of the pantry." So my heart sank.
I haven't got the appropriate cups, so I'm just going to serve them in cocktail glasses.
I wanted to make a green tea ice cream style milkshake, taking a cue from green tea ice cream.
Just good old-fashioned strawberry. I'll see if I can put a wee twist on it. Thought, well, I'll make a quick sherbet up and knocking it on the top is like my twist. Sherbet.
All right, guys, that is 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes to go, guys. Dig it in, yeah?
I'm wanting to make a hokey pokey shake because it's quintessential New Zealand, but I'm thinking to myself, do I have time to make a batch of hokey pokey? I don't know if I'm going to be able to have it done in time, but I figure I'm just going to gun it and see what happens.
I'm going with passion fruit and banana. I've had it before, I've never made it, and I'm calling it the Passionate Christchurch Shake.
One minute to go, yeah? 1 minute to go.
I checked the hokey pokey with a minute to go and it's kind of getting there, but I don't have time to wait anymore, so I just start sort of tearing bits off because I know that it's probably going to sit there for a few minutes before the judges taste it and it might have hardened up by then.
30 seconds, guys. We're not going to be tasting out of a blender, guys. Get it in a glass. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop cooking.
I felt like I've just run a marathon. That was crazy.